solve this? What type of strategy would they use? Would he use? That type of thing. So he'll, spend a week creating a deck and get into the interview, and the CEO's there and the hiring manager, and then like 10 other people are there. And everybody's really engaged, and they ask a ton of questions and things like that. So my husband thinks the interview went really well, and then they'll say, okay, we'll have a decision by the end of the week, and we'll let you know either way. And my husband's like, great. And then the end of the week comes, nothing. He's completely ghosted. And he'll follow up with them and say, via email or whatever, because obviously you don't have phone numbers, and they don't respond at all. And this has happened to him 3 different times. So obviously I realize I'm biased, but rather than it just being my husband, I honestly think that these companies are using interviewees to mine for ideas, for strategies, for information, rather than hiring a full-time employee and paying them a salary and benefits. And I think it's absolute bull. And they know that there's nothing that interviewees can do about it, because out here we are desperate for jobs. And, companies don't want to hire right now because the economy sucks. And we're just like, we got to take it up and it sucks. And I could just be crazy thinking this, but, maybe I'm not. Maybe this has been going on for a while. But if anybody else has had this issue, I'd like to know.
This is a rant for all the people that are currently unemployed or have been laid off in the past 2 months. Or the people that have been laid off or didn't have a job and they were able to find one. What are we doing? How are we finding jobs? I've tried to work my connections. I've applied to so many jobs that LinkedIn crashed the fuck out, and it told me I could not apply for any more jobs that day. So I don't know what I need to be doing. I feel like I've taken all the steps I need to. I've talked to recruiters, I've talked to old bosses, all these different people, and I just genuinely don't know what to do. And I'm starting to freak out because one, I obviously need money. I have a home, I have a car, I have a life, but I'm also so almost mentally burnt out that I don't know what else to do. What's going on? What can I do? I'm genuinely asking for help right now. And before anybody gets in my comment section and says go get a serving job, go work at Target, yeah, that's definitely on the list. But I have a health and exercise science degree. My whole background is in sales. I'm capable of more than doing that kind of job. I'm not above it by any means, but with my experience and my education, I should be able to get a good job. And I'm not saying those are not good jobs. I'm just saying, with what I have and what I've worked for, I should be able, I am so qualified for these jobs that I'm applying for that I am not even getting responses back. Or just last week, I've had a couple interviews, and I don't get any feedback, nothing when I reach out to them. And one, it's rude. Two, why are you wasting both of our time? I don't know. Especially when I talk to somebody and they genuinely seem interested in me, and then I reach back out and I ask about salary expectations or whatever, and then they just ghost me. Excuse me? So this is me coming on here asking people that have found a job or are currently looking for a job, what are we doing? I'm genuinely I need help.
My company just sent out an email that they are laying off a large group of people tomorrow morning. In case you're new here, I was laid off in March this year. It took me 6 months to find a new job. Got a new job 7 weeks ago, and now this new job has announced hundreds of layoffs. What am I supposed to do here? Is this a last one in, first one out situation? Is a secret pretense of like knowing that these layoffs would be coming, and so we like definitely want the new people. That's gotta be it, right? I'm not even eligible for my corporate benefits. That's how little time I've been at this new job. I'm not even eligible for PTO. I'm not eligible for medical benefits yet. I still have a week to go. You're telling me that I might get laid off before I even get a chance to sign up for that shit? Part of me is like, you can't control any of this, so just move forward, business as usual until it's not. The other side of me is like, no, we care deeply about this, and this will affect our life, and we need to dive deep into every possible scenario over the next 24 hours. It's also weird because, like, they told us that the people who will be impacted by layoffs will be notified tomorrow morning, but now we just have, like, a day of work. And I'm like, so we're all just gonna keep working today? I just feel like if you're gonna lay hundreds of people off, like, do it. Just do it. Just do it now. Okay, well, I guess I'll just, like, get to work, assuming that the shit I'm doing actually matters, because it might not.
One thing I wish I'd known is that apparently over the age of 50 you become unemployable. I've been looking for over a year on Indeed and LinkedIn, and I have, 30 years experience in corporate and sales and marketing, and nothing. It's just crickets.
I just saw a job position for an assistant director position, and they said that the requirement is that you have a bachelor's degree, and they would prefer that you have a master's degree. And the pay for this position was $50,000. You're telling me I have to have a 4-year college degree, and you prefer that I have a master's, and you're only going to pay $50,000? We are so cooked.
I got notified that I am being laid off effective December 31st of this year, along with the entirety of my office, which is multiple thousands of people. So that's really unfortunate, and not at all what I had on my bingo card for Q4 of 2025.
So according to CNBC, employers have been hiring at the slowest pre-pandemic pace since. Really talk about what you.
It is at a go slow. Most companies, they're hiring but not rapidly, while others are laying off. If you look at the way things have turned right now, we have evolution of AI intelligence, which is literally going to take over most of these jobs, especially jobs that are not needing a lot of work as a human. Most of these AI are going to take this thing, and they've already done it already. So what's going to happen to administrators who literally are doing jobs that an AI can do it? What's going to happen to them? So it's a challenge to people right now. So people are being forced, to look at themselves, look at your CV, look at the expertise you have and the roles you want to play in future, because the job market right now, it's very competitive. Few jobs, while the demand for those jobs is very, very high. So what's going to happen? Of course, there's going to be, like the way people are talking in this video, there are going to be issues here and there, and they're going to mass layoffs. You're going to have so many people right now fighting for few jobs, while majority are not getting it. So people are going to complain. Remember, most of these families are depending on these jobs. Most of these people are depending on jobs because they have families to feed. And of course, there's always new entry-level workers who are being churned out every single year from university. So whether you have a master's or you have an undergraduate, it doesn't matter. What matters right now is your expertise, your skills that you have. So you need to dig deeper. And if you are interested to get a higher paying job, then definitely you have to improve your expertise, your skill set. So according to CNBC, it's saying that getting a job is very hard, but there are certain way you can get those jobs. You should join clubs. You should go professional networks where you're going to network with other profession, and in the process, more likely you're going to be helped through that network of viewers to get those jobs which they never actually announce. That is the reality. Networking really helps. Yes, most people say network. Some people don't know how to go about it, but it's true. Network really helps, especially if you join these professional clubs, which have people who are doing certain industry, and you're aspiring to join certain companies. If you join in those networks, chances are someone somewhere is going to recommend you who they know along the network, and you end up going for that interview and end up landing that job, as long as you meet the experience, you have the papers, and of course the expertise. So literally there are certain ways you can get these jobs. Yes, the job market is saturated as we speak, but at the end of the day, you need to go out of your way to create those opportunities for you to land those jobs. How many people will be able to do it? Of course, not many, but at the end of the day, you can never give up, because if you give up, then what's going to happen to you? The job market is saturated. The American job market is saturated. The market is literally, the inflation is very high, fewer jobs, the demand is very high, but at the end of the day, we can't give up. We have to go out there, look for extra ways on how we can land this job. Let me know what you think about this video. Subscribe to my channel.